Hey everybody, this is User Faulty and welcome back to episode 4 of me playing Star Citizen. So today I have my friend JDavyD with me. He had contacted me on, I believe, episode 2 on YouTube, asking if he could team up with me for a little bit to get some help with getting some starter cash. So I figured I would take him out on a quick medium risk or a couple medium risk bounties. So I got him up here in the turret. Today, or just a little bit ago, I upgraded my Cutlass Black's weapons. So I've got 4 NN14s on the front, and then I've got 2 attrition 3s in the turret. And it looks like Sir Trollington said hello user, and I'm not really sure if he was talking to me or not. And then JDavyD said that I'm the best guy in the universe, so I don't know about that, but I appreciate what his encouragement. Man, those NN14 guns are kind of loud. So I couldn't really tell if I liked the NN14s or if I wanted to go back to the Gatling guns and the repeaters, because NN14s seem like they hit pretty hard, but they're kind of hard to hit and stuff with. So here I wasn't sure if I like my new weapons. I can't tell if they do more damage, because it's hard to tell. It looks like it. When it does hit, it hits hard, but sometimes just getting them to hit consistently. And with those Gatling guns and with the repeaters, they go, just kind of keep them held down. But yeah. It kind of looks like the AI sometimes tries to turn itself to put its strongest shield towards the player. And I think that's kind of why the AI is sometimes looking like it's wigging out, but I mean, it makes sense. But so here we completed this first mission, which was, or this first group. That may have been, yeah, so that was the second group, because I started the video a little bit too late. But yeah, so JDavyD had contacted me on my previous video and was requesting some help, because I think he has an Aurora and needed a little bit of starting cash, so I figured I'd do some quick missions with him and get him some money to help him out. So here we're gonna fly into here, and so previously, in my previous video, I've been having trouble with missiles, and I guess I hadn't been looking at my HUD too closely, because once you target them, you can see right under my missile it says in range, or it says above minimum range, or below minimum range, and I guess those Tempest 2s. The max range is 3,000 and the minimum range is 1,000. So you don't have a whole lot of time when you're flying straight at an enemy to get a missile lock and then launch it at them. So there's not very many missile launches here in this clip. And so this was JDavyD's first time in a turret also, so it's kind of took a little bit of time to kind of get the hang of how it works. I asked him a little, yeah, so here I asked him about how he was doing in the turret. He said it's disorienting, but he's just got to get used to it. I said that I try to keep my ship, I try not to do crazy acrobatics and stuff with the ship, so that he has a easy view of the target and kind of keep it easy for him. So here we completed the first group, or the first bounty, and now we're gonna take a look and see what I have. I've recently got high risk targets unlocked, so maybe in the future I'll start doing a little bit of those. So here I'm trying to decide if I want to do a high risk target, which is only 11,000, or if I want to continue doing the medium risk targets, which is 26,000 plus change. And I decided to do the medium risk just so that we get JDavyD a little bit more money coming in. And I'm still not fully used to my new weapons, and so I haven't tried a high risk target. Well, I tried one, and I didn't have. I had 2 Gatlings and then 2 of the NN14s, and it seemed like I wasn't being able to chew through shields quick enough, or to get through that shield regen on some of those ships. So maybe in a future video, when I have someone in my turret, I'll try a high risk target again and see if we can do some of those. And maybe I'll go check. Maybe I'll try to do some more of those too in a solo mission and see how it goes with that. But so I'm pretty sure an upgraded Cutlass Black can do high risk targets. I have no doubt about it. And you could probably, don't know if you'd be able to get to chew through the shields with the stock weapons. And so here he was shooting a little bit early, which it makes sense because I kind of do it too. When I'm flying towards a target, I will start unloading the weapons right before they get within range, because normally your enemy is flying into your weapons, so he'll be, right as he comes into range, he'll be flying into the shots. And so that's a tip that I learned from dogfighting in the X3 series, which is a really good series also, or a really good computer game, space-based combat flight sim, if you like that, and combat trade and flight sim. And so yeah, I highly recommend that game as well. So here I was going to quantum to the next place, and then I decided, well, let's go take out this other guy over here. He's right here, and it's a little bit extra cash. So we go flying over towards him, and this is kind of a weird thing. It almost seemed like because we took out the named pirate that was part of the quest, these other pirate ships, it seems like one of them just gave up, and then it just it gets weird. Like so here I'm gonna throttle or thrust down to try to go past this blown up ship holes, so I don't want to crash into them. So here we start unloading on this guy, and this guy seems like it's like they're not flying at all. They're not moving. They're not firing. They're not shooting. They're just sitting there. And this one up here, he becomes. Well, I'll show you. We shoot through one shield. Shoot through the shield on the other side. Just unloading on the guy, and he's not dying. So here we shoot through the other shield, we start damaging components a little bit, and then we're overheating the weapons. So I mean, I after a little bit, I was kind of getting to where I just decided, I don't think this guy's gonna blow up. This guy's kind of bugged out, so I decided, well, let's just forget him. He doesn't seem to be a risk at the moment. And here JDavyD said he ate his Wheaties, which is a pretty good comment. I was laughing pretty good at that. But so yeah, this is a voiceover for this video because it seems like when I did the original recording, I had my mic muted, and I did not realize it until I was starting the editing and noticed I have no audio, which that was not fun. So then I did another voiceover, but that voiceover pulled in the audio coming from the video that I was watching, and so it was super loud. With the weapons, these cannons are really loud, and so I'm watching the video again and doing another voiceover, and this time I'm only capturing my microphone while I'm watching the video here. So here we're almost done. We have one more guy to go, or one more group to go. And I think JDavyD said he's gonna dip out after this, and so we're gonna head over here to finish up the bounties. So we, I believe, I can't remember if it's here that I start talking about that if he needed any help, I would help him out in the future, and he's more than welcome to let me know. And also, I was talking to him, kind of trying to make plans on maybe what to do in the future. I was talking to him about maybe taking him FPS mining, which is first person mining, which is kind of the starting way of mining. Then I was talking about maybe taking a rock, putting it in the cutlass and taking him out, show him rock mining. Maybe do some prospector mining in the future. And then I was thinking about maybe getting an Argo mole, because I have my friend Arcarian, and then also have JDavyD here now to hang out with me. And so I figured, you know what, well, maybe I will get an Argo mole and we'll start doing some multi-crew mining. But just like with JDavyD here, if any of you are new players and want help in the game, or just want to get some extra cash, by all means, like send me a friend invite through Star Citizen, or I'll try to put my Discord channel in the video too. So if you guys want to jump into the Discord channel, and we can talk about things, or talk about Star Citizen stuff. We can talk about other games. Yeah, so So here I'm asking JDavyD about how much money he was able to get from the missions. I think probably we got about 25 to 30,000 shared between us, so it probably came out to about 50 to 60,000 credits in that 20 minutes or so. So yeah, it's a bounty missions are a quick way to make money. So it seems like if you aren't seeing the high risk targets yet, or if you aren't seeing the medium risk targets yet, just keep at it, and they'll start showing up for you. You'll get a mission for like another certification type mission, and once you complete that, you'll get the certification to be able to do the medium risk and high risk targets. And so here I saw that the planet disappeared, and I mentioned I think we might be having a 30K coming, and JDavyD asks what's a 30K, and so I explained that 30K is where sometimes the server might drop and you're just flying along or something like this, and you'll get disconnected and you'll get an error message that says something along the lines of connection error 30,529 or something like that, and most people call it a 30K. So sometimes if you see in the chat 30K with a question mark, it means that somebody's having like an elevator's not working right, or the doors aren't opening from the train. You might have like if you're trying to claim your ship or get your ship showing back up, it's not quite working for you, and that sometimes means that there might be a 30K coming where it's going to kick you out. So sometimes people don't really do a lot of mining or large trades, because you got to be careful, because if you get 30K'd while you're in transit, you're going to lose everything that's in your cargo bay, or anything that you've mined in the prospector, or in your Argo mole, or whatever you have. So bounty hunter missions are normally the safest, and as you can see here, it's lagging just a little bit. Well, I guess it's not just a little bit, but you can visibly see that it's lagging. And so I decide I'm probably gonna head back here to area 18, and I'm taking JDavyD back here because this is where his ship was and where I picked him up from. So I'm just gonna try to return him. So here I sit here for a little bit, and I'm kind of talking more with JDavyD, and then I realize I'm not actually moving. I forgot to put my throttle up, and I'm like, man, it's taking us a long time to get to this landing zone. So you'll see here in a little bit that I realize, oh, I'm not actually moving. So yeah, it happens with everybody. Or just do ditzy things sometimes. I've got my mind on talking to JDavyD, and I don't realize what I'm doing here. So yeah. So yeah, I think JDavyD's sitting in the co-pilot seat, and he was mentioning that he was going to hail ATC when we get in range. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be nice if you could do that. And then after a little while, I'm like, man, why is it taking so long to get there? So I should be realizing it here very soon. Yeah, so there it goes. There I realize that I'm not actually moving. I'm like, ow. I feel like an idiot. So here I'm gonna get try to fly down closer so that JDavyD can try hailing ATC to request landing permission for the spaceport. And I think I'm getting a bit better at my takeoffs and landings. I'm starting to get a little bit cocky sometimes when I come in for landings. I'm coming in, I notice I'm coming in a lot faster, and I'm kind of losing that initial fear of hitting the walls and stuff. I'm getting more used to how my ship handles and how long it takes to slow down. And so here I'm talking to JDavyD about how much money he might make doing some FPS mining, doing the stuff in the prospector, and using the rock with the gray, or using the gray cat rock with the Drake Cutlass, which you can rent from the Lagrange points, the refineries, which is like Her L1 or Arc L1, L2. Those are Lagrange points, which are refineries. So if you're mining with a ship, like with a prospector, that can do asteroid mining, you can take it back to the refinery stations up there and get your raw minerals refined. But you can also go on the lower level of the refinery, if you just keep going straight back and then take a right in the refinery, which I'll probably show you in a upcoming video. I have a little bit of footage, but I wanted to make sure that I understood the whole process. I went and rented a prospector, took it out, did some mining, gathered some minerals, and went to a refinery, put them in there, and then I was trying to see like how the process works, and I learned some stuff, which some mistakes that I had made. So here I see that JDavyD requested a landing pad, and he got approval, but I don't see which landing pad it is. It doesn't show up on my HUD. So here I decide I'm just going to contact ATC and request my own, so it shows up on my HUD, because I don't know exactly which landing pads are which. So if he just told me it was landing pad 3, I wouldn't know which one it actually was. But I guess he could walk me through it if he had voice comms, but it'd be easier than having to type it through chat. But yeah, I thought that would be a cool little thing that the co-pilot would be able to do, is request comms so that you can focus on flying the ship. Your co-pilot could do the requesting landing permissions and such. So as you see here, I'm coming in much faster than I would have when I first started, and I get a little bit lower than I normally would coming in. I don't start slowing down until about now, and then even coming into the hangar, I'm still going pretty fast, which so yeah, I think I'm getting a lot better at my ship flying. I'm much better at knowing how my Cutlass handles. And here I tried to restock, repair, and refuel, and it wasn't quite working. And I figured I'd just do it later. So here I'm going to go back and say goodbye to JDavyD, and he did a pretty good job in the turret, and so he gives me a quick salute, and that was pretty much it. And we might see some more of JDavyD here in the future. you guys have a good day, and I hope to see you in the universe. And stay safe. Alright, have a good one. Bye.
If you like your videos, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe.